Hello my friends. Video will be posted in the morning, Monday morning. It's again late in the night, and I would like to say thank you to Connor. He's a young man who gave me few treasures. This is hematite, hematite. I didn't say thank you on the last video, so now I'm saying that. Thank you, Connor, and I got a few other things from him as well. And Judith Lalandle, she analyzed a lot of my visions, and I love that. Thank you. Whoever is making comments about my visions and extending my visions, you are always very welcome. Thank you, because the visions are not only for me. I'm just a radio transformer, getting them and sending them to everyone. So please be my guest and feel free to analyze that. And we have a really cold night, on the road of war. It's around -40 Celsius, and -40 is actually -40 in Fahrenheit, so maybe a little bit less than -40, but it's really cold. And I will start, and thank you everyone for sending me your comments and questions. That's something that I'm living for. I want to answer. I can't answer the same ones that I already did. And today you had the Super Bowl, and I said on the live stream that the team that has more feminine name will win. The Patriots, it was very much macho name, and the other was kind of, when it was shorter name on the internet, on the Google, it was like feminine Burcha or something like that. I was not watching. I'm not a fan of sports. You can see that on me. Okay, I will start with comments, questions. So I will say Tara 999, will Jack Angeli, the Hornet Man, they call him different names like Wolf from Yellowstone Park and Shaman. So will he be a witness at the impeachment trial and speak against Don Don? He offered to do so, but will they let him in? Will they let him in to testify against Don Don? He is very disappointed with Don Don because he was asking him for immunity, for pardon. He didn't get that. He felt upset. When I closed my eyes and I had the vision, I saw him jumping on the back. It's more like a flipping. He is not reliable enough. I don't think the Senate will ask him to do it, because he is very much about himself, and he wants to be a star. For one day he wants to be the biggest star, and he was, because the makeup that he put was great. I have to say it. He looks much better in the makeup than without the makeup. And he has a posture, but he was acting like a 10-year-old kid who is on a party and making noise and so on. He didn't do any aggressive stuff, but he was crazy, and I don't think they will ask him to do it. I will pull cards and see if the cards agree with me. Will they let the shaman to speak on the Senate floor? And I think he is the one who is asking for very good food because he does organic food because he doesn't eat anything not organic. So the judge let him to have the organic food in I don't think he is in the prison yet, but he is in the jail waiting for trial. So, but I know that he was organic eater. Big guy. So is the Buffalo Boy going to be called for? Now he has depression. He is fighting with depression. He is struggling. He is not happy. He's very childish. He doesn't really always act like an adult man. And surprise. So I think the surprise will be that he will write a testimony and it will be read by someone else. Jay Shree S. Is North Korean dictator still alive? If not, who will succeed him? And long time ago, I saw him on a bed, and two women were in a hospital. Two women were next to him, crying, and the next bed was empty. I was watching some YouTube information about North Korea, and I think he's in a coma, and the next bed is for his wife. She has to be all the time in a hospital with him until he will die. So she's not allowed to leave the hospital. She has to live in the hospital. So I think that's when I saw that next bed. I thought, oh, I understand why there is another bed, and that's for the woman who is married to him. And that's actually for everyone who is in hierarchy. The wife has to spend next to him or in a different room, but she has to be all the time in the hospital. Is he in a coma? It's like they are whining him like a toy. So maybe that's what it is. He is not really himself. He is just wired with those things. He's halfway thinking about going on the other side. There is a little angel here, so he is feeling like he's supposed to be going. He's still fighting, struggling, and the wife is watching over him all the time for the security. And who will be, and when I thought who will be the next successor, I saw a statue of a little boy, and it's on the monument, like on the when you are going to the graveyard. There are some, especially in Europe, we are fanatic about putting little statue, little angels, and but sometimes the little boy's statue, and that's what I'm seeing, the little kid statue. It might be his child that we don't know too much about because everything is such a secret, and he might be the successor, but eventually he will end up dying. So who will be the successor after Kim Jong-un? Someone is taking a Reiki and raking towards himself. Okay. Yes, there is 3 people who are fighting for that position. Empire, that will be still probably Kim Jong-un, his sister, and the legal system over there, that they have a power. She is the star right now, his sister, and that's him. Who knows, maybe he will get out of the coma one day. But I was for 12 hours in a coma, or 11 hours or 12 hours, after I had my first child. They put me somehow by mistake in a coma. They gave me more things that my body could tolerate, the painkillers, and I had a C-section. But it was a nice experience. Some way I was flying above myself. Victoria W. Will Don Don be stopped from holding any government office? And we have seen him, the vision that I had. It was opposite what we have seen him when he was announcing that he is going to run for presidency. He was going down on the elevator. This time I saw him trying to go up on the elevator, and it's quite a floor. And I can tell you, it's not easy when you are 74. So, and I tried about 15 years ago once. I succeed, but I was exhausted. I wanted to do a shortcut, and I was climbing against, and the steps were going down, and I was running, no moment to stop. You have to go forward, but everything is against you. So I have the feeling that he will not be able to go that direction, and he will not be able to be successful. It's opposite. So everything will be more like he will need more a doctor attention than, because the Knight of Cups for me is a lot of doctor attention. We will know a lot about his paperwork, so there will be open story, open books about his connection with other countries, and he will be worried about finances. He will be very depressed. So no, I don't think he will be able to run. He will have to really, really, really run. And I think everyone once in lifetime try to go against the elevator stairs. Grazia D. Will they end up having a secret vote to get GOP to vote guilty? And I think we will know who they are. They will be, because the next step was the next question was, I think they will have to do in open. And we will know who they were voting for and how they were voting. So will they be able to vote without us knowing who they were voting for? Because the trial, it's Sunday evening, so tomorrow it will be one more day till Tuesday that the trial will start, and they don't have rules yet announced officially. So that's something. Yes, they will have to celebrate their own way of. Everyone will know what's going on. There will be open cards. Part-time, some of them will be trying not to do as much, and the others will have to do a good job, but they will, trying to rethink everything, because they know that it will be something that they have to face it in the future. So it's not that they can close their eyes and, no one knows how I was voting. Now, when they will be able to know how they were voting, we will know eventually And that will be the tale that will be following them for years. Victoria W. Will Don Don be charged soon for his many crimes? Sorry. And when we are taking some clothes to the cleaners, we usually are putting them in a bag and just the hanger is hanging. So that's what I have seen, the plastic bag, and they will take him to the cleaners. He will not be able to, he will be charged for all the money that he did and all the things that he did. There will be a lot of charges. That way he can go as a winner to Guinness Award, because he is going to be the worst president ever. And he will feel vulnerable. Eventually he will feel no one is standing behind him. She is sitting on the stool. Stool don't have the back. So there is no one protecting him. No one will be protecting him. He will be on his own. That will be really hard for Don Don, but that will be his journey, that being such a leader, being such a tough guy, the empire eventually will take a toll on him. Lenora Jones, thank you so much. Because Lenora is in every video, you are writing comments, thank you. Will do, and so many of you. I'm sorry if I'm not mentioning everyone, but sometimes I can't take your question because I think I already answered that one. Why do we still have DeJoy? Yes, he should be gone by now. And I saw a toothpaste squeeze with the container. I think he will be more squeezed when the new DOJ, Merrick Garland will come into his seat, and it's this week. So there will be more squeezed out of DeJoy, and maybe he will be even pulled as a witness to the stand, because he is, why he's not pulled out of the... Yes, he is waiting. He's already waiting for that moment to come. He don't know what to do with himself. For the job that he did, good for Don Don. He was doing a really good job for Don Don. And there will be a lot of drama for him, a lot of fights related to work. So he will be not in a good, he will be squeezed like a toothpaste to the end. Yoga by Joanne, another lady who I'm answering a lot of questions. Will Don Don escape to another country when he realizes he can't avoid justice? I see him hiding under the big rock on some island. I don't know why I'm always here having that picture of him hiding somewhere in isolated place, and it's not luxury place. The judgment day will come. So he will know that the judgment day is coming. He maybe will disappear like magician's, something from magician's hat. Him and his family. It's not only him. The whole family will be in trouble, so we have to be prepared for that. And I want to know the future of Liz Cheney. She stood up bravely. She was supposed to have some punishment. Somehow she avoided that. They didn't took any of her powers from her. And I saw two fields when I closed my eyes. One, I knew it's hers. And another one was completely destroyed field. And the one with a nice harvest was her. So I think she will be fighting to be a president in next election. She will be actually the voice of the Republican Party because they need someone who will be poster person for the Republican Party who was able to stand up to Don Don. My intuition is correct. Yeah, we have to wait. It's not right away, but eventually we will learn and she will benefit from that. Everyone will educate themselves that that's the more proper way for the party to go that way. Nicole H. Will Alexei Navalny, survive his prison terms? His doctor who treated him in Russia when he landed on the first somewhere in Siberia, I think, suddenly died, age of 54, I believe. If Navalny will die, his wife will take over the opposition party. And I saw a symbol of rough name in Polish for, I think they were, I don't want to say what I have seen, but it is that they were tried to play with his manlyhood that he has between his legs. So they will do something really dramatic to him, that he will lose the ability to be, it's like squeezing the private parts. So that will destroy his libido. He will not be as strong as, that's my feeling. They will operate on him and he wouldn't be able to be. Long time ago, they were doing that to men who had beautiful voice, so they could sing in opera with the feminine voice. That's what I will say. Yes, the journey for Navalny is going to be horrific, very hard. The doctor will be taking care of him, so that's what I'm worried. And a good harvest. He will survive, but I don't think he will have the same strength as he had now. Will his wife take over? No, she doesn't want to. She doesn't want to because she will be afraid that they will cheat her, but there will be reason to celebrate something, and she will be just observer. So she wouldn't like to jeopardize her life. She has 2 children. They have 2 children, so she will be staying and celebrating that everything what is done for Navalny, but she will try it not to take the spotlight. Ego, again, I know that you are writing a lot of comments. Will Senator Hawley pay a price for his role in the insurrection? And I saw this round doors that are usually in the banks or very big companies. They are never closing, but going, and he will be walking around and walking around. It's like he wouldn't be able to go any further. It's like moving nowhere. Did I pull cards for? I have to pull cards for Liz Cheney. Yeah, no one will trust him. He lost his ability to be trusted. He will have only half job. Yes, he still will be on the position. He will still be able to stay in the party. He will be still having some power, but did I pull the cards for Liz Cheney? Yes, I did. My intuition was correct. Okay. Victoria W. Will those senators responsible for trying to overturn the election be not allowed to vote in the impeachment. I think they will be still celebrating something. I saw them in the room dedicated for men to smoke cigar, so it's like a club. They will feel that they have some privileges, and I think that's what will be that they will be not really punished yet. But eventually, in a while, they will have consequences. There will be, not yet, but in the future, there will be consequences that they will be sorry. The surprises will come out. Ooh, and the angel of justice. So maybe the sitting and smoking cigar will be just temporary thing, and when they finish the cigars, they might go under and have the dark future for themselves. It's impossible that that movement can last for too long, because I think I said long time ago that all the rats will be jumping out of the ship, and sooner or later those rats will be jumping. I forgot on the last video to do the prayer, and I felt so bad. I'm sorry. Sometimes it's not easy to remember everything. I want to pray for everyone who is fighting with depression, with being lonely, abandoned from family, or choosing to be abandoned, because sometimes those people who are depressed, they can't keep contact with friends, and they feel unhappy, and they are even going for the more unhappy journey. So that's sometimes so sad. And for homeless people who are living we have homeless people in Canada, in Alberta as well, but they are taking them by the bus for the places where they can sleep and they can stay warm. But everyone who is suffering, I'm feeling so sorry for everyone, and so many people lost jobs as well in our province. And I know a lot of Americans lost their jobs, and whoever is sick, I want to send you best prayers that I can send, and we all can connect and send the good energy that we can give to the earth and build better future. Okay, stay safe, stay positive, wear masks. I know the more people are wearing that, the more kind of the virus will be defeated, and hopefully that the vaccination will start helping and people will be safe. It will be nice to go on vacations. It's like dreaming about going to some places and having a good time. Take care of yourself. See you next time.